Hey guys, welcome to the Strike Engine Top 17 Coilover kits. Kits in this test cost between £1,400, euros, dollars, and they go up to £3,600, euros, dollars, approximately there. So these kits are going to be definitely the higher end of the market. We are going to be comparing the features of these kits, not the performance. What do I mean by that? I mean, we're not going to be, for example, if we look at adjustment, we're not going to be comparing, how big an adjustment range there is on dampers. We're just going to be comparing the feature, i.e., is the damper adjustable? The features that we're going to compare are price, obviously, the design, i.e., are the dampers a mono tube or a twin tube design? If the manufacturer does not state either, then we assume that it is a twin tube design. We will compare the reputation of the company. I mean, how well respected they are, what is their involvement in motorsport. We're going to be looking at the damping adjustment on the kits. Is bump and rebound adjusted together, or can they be adjusted independently? We're going to be looking at low and high speed bump adjustment. Can they be adjusted separately, and if so, is the high speed bump adjustable on its own versus the low speed? We're going to be comparing height adjustment. Kits are either going to be spring seat adjustable or bottom bracket adjustable. We're going to be comparing the application list, i.e., how many cars are catered for by each manufacturer's type of kit. We're going to be looking at the spring options, i.e., do you have any say in the springs that are supplied with the kit? We're going to be looking at the weight of the dampers. We're going to be looking at top mounts. This is not really going to be a big factor, but we're going to be looking at whether the kits are supplied with top mounts or whether they use the car's original top mounts. And we're also going to be comparing if the kits use an external reservoir or not. If they do have an external reservoir, that is going to be a bonus. So those are the features. This is how we do the comparison. I'm going to start off with the lowest ranked kit and work our way up to the number one ranked kit, and I'm just going to give a few points as to why that specific kit finished where they did. I should also say at this point that just because the number 17 kit is not the ranked number one kit doesn't necessarily make it a bad kit. It's just not as good as the number one kit. So with all that being said, at number 17 we have the AST one-way adjustable coilover kits, specifically their 5100 kits. What scored this down was the price. It's an expensive kit, and they also scored down for adjustment because the only adjustment on them was low speed rebound. At number 16 we have the HKS HyperMax IV SP. And the reason this kit finished so low again was the price of the kit, and the other main thing was the very small application list. The kits are available for a very small number of Japanese cars. At number 15 we've got the Cusco Zero3S, and again, much like the HKS, this scored down because of the price and because of the small application list. At number 14 we've got the Nitron R1. The most negative points about this kit was again the price and the level of adjustment that it had. Bump and rebound were not adjustable independently. At number 13 we've got the Sachs coilovers, and again these kits are scoring lower down the scale because of the price versus the level of adjustment they have. The Sachs do not have independent bump and rebound adjustment on the dampers. At number 12 we've got the Bilstein PSS10, and the main thing that was counting this down again was adjustment. The bump and rebound were not independently adjustable. At number 11 was the Ohlins Road and Track. So again the lack of independent bump and rebound counted down. We've got the TEIN Super Racing. So the main thing that pushed the TEIN above the Ohlins Road and Track was the weight of the units. Then we come on to the Moton Clubsport. This scored sort of a middle of the pack, which, considering how expensive the kit is a very good performance. The main thing that left it in the middle of the pack was, of course, the price. At number 8 we have Largus, the Spec RS. Largus is a small Japanese manufacturer of coilover suspension. Maybe they were surprised they finished so far up, but the key points to them was the fact that they use a monotube damper. The price is reasonable, and the bump and rebound are independently adjustable. At number 7 we have D2 Racing Sport and the Super Sport damper. So this scores highly because they have a massive application list. Basically any car on the road, they've got by far the biggest application list of any manufacturer in this list except K-Sport. And they also scored so highly because of they use a remote reservoir. At number 6 we've got K-Sport. Same product as the D2. We scored the K-Sport slightly higher because of the slightly better reputation that K-Sport has. There's more motorsport being done with K-Sport products than there are with D2, at least in the UK, where K-Sport is big in time attack, and the K-Sport distributor in America also does a lot of motorsport activities. So K-Sport gets the edge over D2 solely for that. Then we come to Spax, the Track Spax DA. So these are aluminium dampers. They have independent bump and rebound. They score highly because they are lightweight, and like I said, the price is very good. They have independent bump and rebound, which is a huge bonus, and they also have extremely good range of adjustment. I know I wouldn't compare that, and I haven't scored the Spax any higher because of that. I just put it as a point of note. It doesn't affect the score. The biggest thing with the Spax, Track Spax, is that it is a custom damper. They do not have anything ready off the shelf for a specific car, at least not in their catalogue. Maybe if you phone them up, you tell them what car you have, maybe they can make up a kit for your car. But generally speaking, it's a custom kit which doesn't include springs, doesn't include top mounts. At number 4 we've got the Eibach Pro Street Multi. This is a relatively new coilover kit, and it scores high up in the listings because of the spring options. Being Eibach, obviously you can specify more or less any spring that you want, and seeing as you're getting it from Eibach, you know the springs are going to be top quality. And also the kit is a monotube design, so that gets a slight bonus for that. Also has independent bump and rebound, which is the same for all of these top finishing kits. At number 3 we've got BC Racing and the ER series coilovers. So the big thing for the BC is the application list is relatively large. They have independent bump and rebound adjustment, and they're also supplied with top mounts, and the height adjustment is large with the bottom bracket adjustment on the BC. And then we've got two companies then which are quite a bit ahead of the rest, and at number 2 is the AVO and their Triple Adjustable. Again, same as the Spax, this is really a race rally setup. They do have kits listed on the website, but it is a small application list, so you will have to get you may have to get it custom made if your car is not listed. I'm sure AVO. The reason that the AVO is scored so highly is the fact that they're triple adjustable. So the bump and rebound is adjustable independently, and high speed and low speed bump are also adjustable independently of one another, and that's a massive thing. And at number 1 we have the KW Variant 3, and this is really setting the standard for features versus performance. The big thing that sent it over the top was the relatively low price of the kit, considering the features that we're getting. The fact that they have independent low speed bump and rebound are adjustable independently. The application list is relatively large. They also have a valve for high speed bump and rebound, which is not adjustable, but they do score extra points because of that. So that's it, guys. That's the Strike Engine top 17 coilover kits. Maybe you agree with our assessment, maybe you don't. Like I said at the start, some of this is very subjective, but this is our opinion of where the kit stands. If you've got any input, if you disagree, or if you think we've missed out any manufacturers, then feel free to leave a comment in the video below. I'd love to hear your opinions, especially if you're using one of these kits. So that's the video, guys. As always, thank you for watching. If you're a subscriber already, thank you for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber and you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Look after yourself, and I'll see you again next time.